My name is Cathal Cleary. I'm the product leader for CloudHealth. I live in San Jose in California, but originally from Ireland. I think at this stage, almost everybody has enjoyed some level of AI in their lives, in the everyday work that they do. I think we've all enjoyed the difference between a standard Google search and a Gemini search, where you get much deeper, much richer answers. And really, I think that trend is what has to continue across all walks of life where AI is going to have an influence. FinOps, no difference. So when you think about FinOps and its intersection with AI, I think the goal of AI and FinOps is, again, to drive that richer experience in the FinOps landscape, just like it does for your Google search. So in my product, what we're thinking of is how we can make the FinOps persona's life so much easier by using AI to guide them and to be their co-pilot. But across the FinOps landscape, if you think about the ultimate goal of FinOps is to drive the business value of the IT investment. So ultimately, I think where we're probably going to go and where we're probably going to see is that AI is more and more involved in the shift left movement, where you have AI helping engineers making decisions on how they deploy their applications and how those applications run throughout time. So more and more we'll see AI as a co-pilot in FinOps as it is in many other areas of life. When we looked to develop our AI capability, we knew that we had a limited budget. So the most important thing we did is to optimize for cost and usage. So we really focused on the value that we wanted to deliver, and then we worked backwards from the value to see how would we deliver that value all the time with the optimization lens in mind, the cost lens. And when you think about it, there's three aspects to the efficiency of your system. One is how accurate the answer is. Two is how quickly it gives you that answer. And three is what does it cost to get that answer. So with our FinOps hats on, we were able to focus on cost. And then we had engineering beside us working hand in hand. And they were able to emphasize the speed and the accuracy of the model. Making sure that we chose the right model, making sure that that model was the right size, making sure that we understood, do we have so much domain-specific usage here that we need to go train a model versus take an off-the-shelf model? We very quickly arrived at the answer that we needed to take an off-the-shelf model. So again, getting in from the ground up really, really helps in making sure that you're focusing on the optimization of that system from the ground up. Efficiency as a word can mean many different things. And really, when you think about efficiency of a system that you want to deliver value, you've got to frame the efficiency question in the lens of that value. And there's three sides to that value equation. It's the speed at which you get the answer. It's the accuracy that the answer has when it's delivered to the end user. Did it meet their goal? And it is the cost of delivering that answer. So when the system is deployed, we are monitoring constantly for speed. For example, our AI workflow is about a 13-step workflow that begins from taking the user's prompt or question in, making sure we do some moderation on that prompt to ensure that it's a question we can answer and that we want to answer, then making sure that we optimize that prompt and enrich that prompt and then pass it to the right system. So there's a system of routing in place then. But if you look at each and every single step of that workflow, you think about efficiency of each step. And then when you look at certain steps, like for example, when we got the answer back from the model, we were passing the answer back through the model again for reflection to see, well, does this answer actually make sense? And we found that reflection step was quite a slow step, and it really didn't result in any better answer, any more accuracy from the model. So from a cost perspective, we were able to eliminate an entire step out of our workflow without having to increase the cost and without affecting the accuracy of the answer. So we look at each step in the workflow. We understand the value that step is bringing. We understand how would we optimize that step. And then we report on each and every step. And then finally, overall, the cost of the system. So obviously, as a FinOps tool, it's important to keep cost in mind and understand that we're delivering value to customers and we want to deliver that value at a fixed cost. So we're reporting on the cost of the AI system overall, as well as each and every step to understand how can we make it more efficient all the time and how can we make sure that it's delivering it at the right cost. As I mentioned earlier, because we wear that dual hat of both product and FinOps, we're kind of able to understand the value that we're trying to deliver, but also understand the challenges of how to deliver that. And I think As a FinOps practitioner, the biggest challenge that we had in understanding how to deliver an AI model that worked for our audience was understanding the language, speaking the language. You really have to get in deep with your engineering team and understand how did they speak, how did they describe and discuss AI models, and what is a model, and what is inference, and what is prompt engineering. So I think the biggest challenge for a FinOps practitioner coming straight out of the gate into AI is, number one, learning to speak the language. You really got to do that to work efficiently and effectively with your engineering team. Advice for practitioners that are just taking on these challenges is really to focus on the value. Start with the value first. Start by understanding what is it that the business wants to do here, and even question yourself, is AI the right way to go? Or is LLM the right way to go? Maybe ML is a better way to answer these questions. So as I said earlier, the challenge of understanding and the challenge of being able to speak the language is step one. And then the lesson learned is start with the value and work backwards and see how are we going to deliver that value at the right cost, with the right efficiency, and at the right speed and accuracy for the right price. We've just released our first step into the AI world with our FinOps tool, and really it's designed to help our users understand how to use the tool and how to get the best and the most out of the tool, and to execute on their FinOps goals. Next, for FinOps in my tool at least, is enabling that AI model to be more agentic-like. So it could be your FinOps agent working with all of the other systems that it needs to interact with in order to execute on the goals that the FinOps team needs. So making your systems more efficient, finding and eliminating waste. Think of today where you're getting an anomaly alert, and you're having to think about, is this an anomaly, and what do I do about it? And then look forward to where the AI model is able to detect the anomaly, understand whether it really or truly is anomalous or not, and then understand what to do about it, and then taking the action, and then telling you what it did. And that's really where I see the co-pilot for FinOps going, which is what we're working on. It's helping bring that Google to Gemini experience into the FinOps world, so that the FinOps practitioner is given more time to focus on all the extra scopes that they're being asked to take on, while the AI model is able to help them with reporting, help them with visibility, help their end customers with visibility, and help take action on the low-hanging fruit of waste that needs to be taken care of. So that, again, the FinOps practitioner has more time to focus on everything else that's in their life.
Hey everyone, producer Andrew here. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. For more FinOps content, go check out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and leave comments and questions for all of our wonderful speakers. We appreciate your support.